I have a bad feeling about this American Pickers hiatus. Hello everyone. My name is Emma. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. I've been an American Pickers fan for a long time, and hearing that the program would be taking a break after season 27 makes me a little sad. American Pickers chronicled the travels of Mike Wolfe and his lifelong companion, Frank Fritz, as they searched the nation for undiscovered gems and the intriguing tales that accompanied them for 15 years. But with Wolfe moving on to other endeavors and Frank leaving the show due to health concerns, as well as his untimely death, the future of American Pickers seems more dubious than ever. The pause indicates that Wolfe needs a break after years of filming continuously. However, it seems to me that this sabbatical will go on longer than the fans anticipate. Wolfe just announced on Instagram that his renowned Nashville antique archaeology store was be closing. Longtime viewers of the show, who have recognized the store as the center of American Pickers, were taken aback by this. Fans would travel to both the antique archaeology locations in Iowa and Nashville to see the famous artifacts that Wolfe and France had discovered in person. The Nashville location's closing signifies a change in Wolfe's objectives in addition to the loss of one more destination for fans to visit. The reality star essentially acknowledged this in the Instagram announcement, stating that he wants to work on new projects that have been pulling at his soul. The Picker told fans that he doesn't intend to overstretch himself as he pursues other endeavors, but that his love for hunting and selling antiques both online and at his original store in Iowa isn't going away anytime soon. Alongside Zach Roerig and Billy Zane, the reality star just made his acting debut in the movie Day of Reckoning. Additionally, he is working on a brand new program called America's Greatest Picks with Mike Wolfe for the History Channel. Since the show will follow Wolfe as he delves into the stories behind fabled treasures, antiques, and artifacts, accessing history, its fundamental subject is the same as that of American Pickers. However, it seems to be a rebranding of Wolfe's identity as a picker, which has clearly been associated with the show till now. Perhaps the reality star is seeking a fresh start, as evidenced by the fact that he is pursuing his love of antique hunting through yet another show. Since Fritz and Wolfe were always viewed as the faces of American Pickers, it is clear that the fans find this change uncomfortable. However, after being a part of a show for more than 10 years, the reality star may need a new beginning with a familiar base. In addition to Wolfe, Colby is taking use of the break to concentrate on her burlesque profession, as she prepares to start her own business, Ecdysius Arts Museum, in Davenport, Iowa. This suggests that she might be ready for a change as well. Fans have been devastated by Fritz's passing, so I can only imagine how his co-workers have been affected. Everyone was aware of the reality star's health issues when he took a leave of absence during season 21. However, he never formally said goodbye to American Pickers, so everyone hoped he would come back. However, that chance was lost forever after his untimely death in September 2024. What was so unique about American Pickers was Fritz's relationship with Wolfe. These two had a passion of history and a natural bond. You weren't only watching for their infrequent valuable discoveries, you listened to their love, respect, and banter. It's clear that American Pickers will never be the same without Fritz. It seems as though a piece of the puzzle would always be absent. It may be time for the program to end in order to recognize Fritz's role in creating the show as it is, despite the desire of viewers to cling to the sentimental times of the past. In actuality, Wolfe's relationship with his brother Robbie Wolfe has never been quite as close as what he had with Fritz. My enjoyment of the show suffers because I can't help but compare Robbie to Fritz. Now that Frank is dead, it could be time for the American Pickers to honor Fritz's memory and let everyone go, even though it will be bittersweet. If you're a fan of American Pickers, then you've probably felt that sinking feeling in your stomach when you heard the news. The show is going on hiatus. First, it seemed like just another short break, but now? Well, things don't seem so simple. Is American Pickers on the verge of ending? Could this hiatus signal the end of an era? With rumors swirling and uncertainty hanging in the air, there's a lot more going on than we're being told. Let's break down the chilling reality of what this hiatus might mean for the future of American Pickers, and why I have a bad feeling about it. At the height of its success, American Pickers seemed like a show that would never slow down. After all, the series, which debuted in 2010, made millions of fans obsessed with antique hunting. It became a nationwide phenomenon. Mike Wolfe, Frank Fritz, and later Jody Faith, who joined as a co-host, built an empire of pickin', hunting down rare treasures and turning junk into gold. But now, after a successful decade-plus run, fans were hit with the unexpected announcement. The show was taking a hiatus. The timing couldn't be worse. After wrapping up season 23, there were murmurs from insiders about tensions behind the scenes and rumors of a major shakeup. With no clear explanation given about the hiatus, fans were left with more questions than answers. So what's really going on? And why do I have a bad feeling about the future of American Pickers? Anyone who's been following American Pickers for years knows that Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz made the perfect duo. Mike, the charming, determined, and ever-persistent picker, and Frank, the goofy yet knowledgeable partner, seemed like the perfect pairing for a show that thrived on personality and chemistry. But behind the cameras, things were less for months about a rift between the two co-stars. Frank Fritz, who had been with the show since the beginning, reportedly became frustrated with his role and the direction of the series. There was talk of creative differences and more troubling health issues that caused Frank to step back from the show. His absence became increasingly noticeable, and it left viewers wondering, could American Pickers survive without the dynamic duo? Some sources claim that Frank's departure was a significant factor in the decision to take a break, leaving fans to wonder if the show can continue without him. While Mike has carried the show through thick and thin, can American Pickers work with a completely new dynamic? Let's not beat around the bush. Ratings for American Pickers have been steadily declining over the past few seasons. While it still maintains a loyal fan base, the show's once captivating allure is fading. The peak years of the show, when everyone was scrambling to learn about vintage motorcycles and rare Coca-Cola memorabilia, have passed. The reality is the antique market is changing, and so are viewers' interests. Streaming platforms, YouTube channels, and new shows like Storage Wars and Pawn Stars have started to take some of the spotlight. A hiatus could be the network's way of hitting the reset button, but let's face it, this break might be more permanent than we want to believe. When a show begins to fade in popularity and the stars start taking breaks, it often signals the beginning of the end. Okay, let's be real. It's not just the ratings and Frank's health that are causing the chaos. The truth is, the real reasons behind the hiatus are being kept under wraps. Why hasn't there been an official statement about what's going on? Why is Mike Wolfe staying tight-lipped about the future of the show? There's something off about the entire situation. What's even more concerning is the lack of clarity surrounding the direction of the show. Is the hiatus just a temporary breather? Or is it the precursor to a permanent cancellation? And more importantly, why is the History Channel leaving fans in the dark? When shows go on extended breaks and start to tiptoe around the truth, it's often a sign of something more serious going on behind the scenes. Could American Pickers be quietly heading toward cancellation? The idea isn't as far-fetched as it seems. Let's not sugarcoat it. American Pickers is at a crossroads. The show has brought millions of fans countless hours of entertainment, but it's not immune to the same struggles that every long-running show faces. As the antique market evolves, the show's format may no longer resonate with modern audiences. What made American Pickers feel fresh and exciting in 2010 might feel tired and repetitive today. So what's next for the show? Here are a few possible scenarios. Maybe this hiatus is just the beginning of a massive reinvention. A new co-host, new locations, and maybe even a new approach to the picking game could help breathe new life into the show. But will fans accept these changes? And can it ever be the same without the original team? There's always the possibility that Frank could return and bring back the magic that made the show so special. But after everything that's happened, it's hard to imagine the chemistry being the same. The damage might already be done. Unfortunately, the most probable scenario, and the one I fear the most, is that American Pickers may be on its way out. With declining ratings, behind-the-scenes drama, and the shifting landscape of reality television, the hiatus could simply be the show's way of winding down slowly. No grand farewell, no emotional final episode, just a quiet fade into obscurity. Let's face it, American Pickers isn't just a show about antiques. It's a cultural staple. It revived interest in Americana, in the history of forgotten items, and in the thrill of the hunt. But if the show doesn't come back, or if it's revamped beyond recognition, we may lose one of the last truly original reality shows. More than just American Pickers, It's a reminder of how quickly things can change in the world of TV. One moment, you're digging through barns and finding treasures. The next, you're staring at a screen and wondering what happened. So yes, I have a bad feeling about this hiatus, because the future of American Pickers is uncertain. And if things don't change soon, we could be waving goodbye to one of the most beloved shows in history. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with TS.